Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English in Moments. I'm Elena, and I am so happy to have you here today. If this is your first time joining us, I have something very important to share with you. On this channel, we upload powerful English lessons every single day designed to help you speak English faster, clearer, and with total confidence. Today's episode is special. We are going to train your ears, your mouth, and your brain because this is a complete B1 to B2 English Shadowing Masterclass. In this session, you are going to improve your listening skills, but more importantly, you will boost your speaking fluency, sharpen your pronunciation, and build the confidence to use advanced vocabulary in your daily life. We are exploring a topic that is essential for every learner: how to use natural, high-level phrases in real-world situations. You will practice speaking with clarity, thinking quickly, and expressing yourself without hesitation. Through these shadowing exercises and repetition drills, you will train your mind to respond in English automatically. Whether your goal is to speak professionally at work, chat naturally with friends, or just express your thoughts smoothly, this lesson is the key to building your fluency. Before we dive in, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss a powerful lesson like this one. Now, take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and let's begin. I want you to start by simply listening to my voice. Let the rhythm of the English language flow into your mind. Shadowing is more than just repeating words like a robot. It is about training your brain to process English, training your mouth to form the shapes, and training your ears to hear the natural music of the language. So, as we go through this lesson, just relax. Follow along with me slowly and gently. You will notice that your speaking becomes smoother with every minute we spend together. Let's start by imagining a simple moment in your day. You have just woken up. The house is quiet. You stretch your arms, take a deep breath, and you start to think about what you need to say today. Maybe you have a meeting at work. Maybe you need to text a friend. Maybe you just want to explain your ideas better. We are going to practice the exact sentences you need for these moments. Picture yourself in this situation and shadow these sentences with me slowly. I am improving my English skills every single day. I am becoming more confident in my abilities. I am learning new vocabulary and speaking more naturally. Say it again in your mind or out loud if you can. These positive affirmations help keep your brain motivated and relaxed while you learn. Now, let's move to our first real-life scenario. Imagine you are in your kitchen making breakfast, and you want to describe your actions in natural English. This is a powerful technique because narrating your life helps you stop translating in your head. Listen and repeat after me. I am making my breakfast at the moment. I woke up feeling full of energy today. I am preparing a cup of tea. I am thinking about my schedule for the day. I want to speak better English today, and I am ready to learn. These simple descriptions train your mind to use English automatically, without pausing to translate. Let's go a little deeper. Imagine you need to tell someone about your morning. It could be a coworker or a new friend. Listen to this natural example. My morning was very peaceful today. I got up early, made some tea, checked my emails, and got my things ready for the day. Now, shadow this with me clearly. My morning was very peaceful today. I got up early. I made some tea. I checked my emails and got my things ready for the day. These sentences are simple, but they are incredibly useful for building fluency in daily conversations. Now, imagine someone asks you, "How is your English study going?" This is your chance to use sophisticated vocabulary while sounding natural. Listen to this example. My English routine has been very consistent recently. I am focusing on building my vocabulary and speaking with more clarity. Shadow this with me. My English routine has been very consistent recently. I am focusing on building my vocabulary and speaking with more clarity. Sentences like this show that you are in control and making progress. Let's move to another moment. Picture yourself walking to your office or to school. The air feels fresh and you are thinking in English. You look at the people around you and your brain describes the scene in English. This is a fantastic mental workout. Shadow this with me. I am walking to work right now. The weather is beautiful. I am thinking about the conversations I will have today. I want to express myself clearly, and I am ready for a fresh start. Keep repeating these slowly and let the rhythm guide your voice. Now we will practice some advanced vocabulary gently. These words will help you sound more fluent instantly. Listen to this daily reflection. Today, I want to be more intentional with my studies. I want to pay attention to the phrases people use. I want to observe how native speakers connect their words. And I want to incorporate new terms into my speech. Now, shadow this. Today, I want to be more intentional with my studies. I want to pay attention. I want to observe. And I want to incorporate new terms. Words like intentional, observe, and incorporate will immediately raise your level of English. Let's add another social situation. Imagine you run into a friend and they ask, "How have you been?" Listen to this natural, fluent answer. I have been doing very well. I have been focusing on upgrading my English skills and communicating with more confidence in various situations. Now, shadow it with me. I have been doing very well. I have been focusing on upgrading my English skills and communicating with more confidence. This helps you explain your current life with total clarity. Now, imagine you are sitting in a coffee shop waiting for your drink. You want to describe the atmosphere. This is excellent shadowing practice. Listen. I am sitting in a small coffee shop right now. It is very quiet. I can hear gentle music playing. I am thinking about my day. And I am practicing English while I wait. Narrating your surroundings like this helps you build flow and descriptive skills. Before we go on, take a gentle breath. Relax your jaw and shoulders. Let your mind stay focused on the English you are hearing. You aren't just memorizing, you are transforming how you speak. With every sentence you shadow, you are building a stronger, more fluent version of yourself. We will continue exploring deeper topics and longer sentences as we move forward. You are doing a wonderful job, and your improvement is already happening. As we continue, I want you to visualize English becoming a comfortable home for your thoughts, a place where words flow without stress or fear. Many students at the B1 or B2 level get stuck because they know the words, but they can't connect them in real time. That is exactly what we are fixing here through consistency and repetition. Now, imagine a friend asks about your future goals. You want to sound motivated. Shadow this with me slowly. One of my primary goals this year is to speak English naturally. I want to express my thoughts clearly and boldly in every situation. and I want to utilize advanced vocabulary in my daily chats. Let the words connect smoothly. Feel the rhythm. Let's go deeper into personal growth. Listen to this fluent example. I have been working on my fluency because I want to communicate without pausing to think. I want English to arrive in my mind automatically, like a natural part of my life. Now, shadow it. I have been working on my fluency. I want English to arrive in my mind automatically, like a natural part of my life. These sentences build both confidence and sentence structure. Now, imagine a workplace scenario. Someone asks how your week is going. You want to give a professional, expressive answer. Shadow this slowly. This week has been very productive. I have been focusing on refining my communication skills and noticing how others express themselves. Words like productive and refining instantly make you sound more advanced. Let's practice talking about feelings because emotional intelligence is key to fluency. Listen to this expression. I have been feeling much more confident lately because my practice is consistent. I feel comfortable using new phrases and sharing my ideas with clarity. Now, shadow it softly. I have been feeling much more confident lately. My practice is consistent. I feel comfortable using new phrases. These sentences help you speak honestly about your journey. Imagine another scene. You meet someone you haven't seen in a while. Listen to this answer. I have been keeping busy with work and studying. I am trying to stay disciplined with my English routines because I want to communicate effectively in every interaction. Shadow it now. I have been keeping busy with work and studying. I am trying to stay disciplined with my English routines. I want to communicate effectively in every interaction. These are phrases that native speakers actually use. Now, let's mix some advanced words into simple conversations. Listen to this. Recently, I have been trying to enhance my listening ability by focusing on the intonation of natural speech. I have noticed that when I listen closely, I catch more details and I respond with more assurance. Shadow it gently. I have been trying to enhance my listening ability, focusing on intonation. I catch more details. I respond with more assurance. Words like enhance and assurance elevate your speaking style. Now, picture a conversation where someone asks, "What is your focus in English right now?" Listen to this high-level answer. I am focusing on expanding my vocabulary range and improving the clarity of my pronunciation. I am learning phrases I can utilize in everyday chats so I can connect more effectively. Now, shadow it. I am focusing on expanding my vocabulary range, improving the clarity of my pronunciation, learning phrases I can utilize in everyday chats. These are smooth, professional structures perfect for intermediate learners. Now, let's describe your routine using better connecting words. Listen closely. My days have been quite balanced lately. I have been managing my time carefully, and I try to integrate English into small moments all day long. Even when I am walking or relaxing, I try to think in the language. Now, shadow it. My days have been quite balanced lately. I am trying to integrate English into small moments. I try to think in the language. This helps your brain switch to English mode naturally. Now, imagine someone asks, "What drives you to keep learning?" This is your chance to use emotional vocabulary. Listen. I am driven by the goal of becoming a confident communicator. I want to articulate my thoughts clearly, participate actively in discussions, and understand people without confusion. Shadow it slowly. I am driven by the goal of becoming a confident communicator. I want to articulate my thoughts clearly. I want to participate actively. I want to understand without confusion. These are powerful sentences. Now, let's try a longer shadowing passage. Listen to the whole thing first. Every day, I challenge myself with new linguistic experiences. Sometimes I listen to podcasts. Sometimes I read articles. And sometimes I practice speaking to myself. I have learned that consistency is the secret to improvement. Even tiny moments of practice make a massive difference in my fluency. Now, shadow it slowly. Every day, I challenge myself. I listen. I read. I practice speaking to myself. Consistency is the secret. Tiny moments of practice make a massive difference in my fluency. Let that rhythm sink in. Now, imagine you are explaining why fluency matters to you. Listen to this advanced example. Fluency matters to me because I want to connect with people from diverse backgrounds. I want to share my concepts, understand others perfectly, and express myself without hesitation. Now, shadow it. Fluency matters to me. I want to connect with people. I want to share my concepts. I want to express myself without hesitation. These lines help you speak with purpose. Now, let's practice a reflective thought. Listen. When I look back at my English journey, I feel proud of how far I have come. I remember when simple sentences were hard. Now, I can express myself with confidence and detail. Shadow it gently. I feel proud of how far I have come. I remember when it was hard. Now I can express myself with confidence. These reflections build self-awareness. We are building this layer by layer. Your English is becoming more natural with every repetition. As you listen, feel the language settling into your mind. You are not forcing it anymore. You are allowing English to enter your thoughts calmly. This is the power of shadowing. Now, imagine introducing yourself in a sophisticated way. Listen. I am someone who values learning new skills, and improving my English is a top priority. I believe strong communication opens many doors, so I practice consistently. Shadow it slowly. I value learning new skills. Improving my English is a top priority. Strong communication opens many doors. I practice consistently. These lines make you sound mature and thoughtful. Let's look at another moment. A colleague asks how you manage tasks. Listen. I have been trying to organize my schedule more efficiently. I break my tasks into smaller pieces so I can stay focused and avoid stress. Shadow it now. I organize my schedule more efficiently. I break my tasks into smaller pieces. I stay focused. I avoid stress. Very useful for business English. Now, imagine someone asks about your study methods. Listen carefully. I try to combine different activities like listening, reading, and shadowing. I have noticed that using various methods helps me understand English deeply and retain vocabulary better. Now, shadow it. I try to combine different activities: listening, reading, shadowing. I understand English deeply. I retain vocabulary better. This helps you explain your learning style naturally. Let's try a relaxing evening scenario. You are walking down a quiet street. The air is cool. Listen to this description. I am taking a leisurely walk right now. I am just enjoying the evening. It is peaceful out here, and I am using this time to think in English. I am reflecting on my day and how I can do better tomorrow. Shadow this with me. I am taking a leisurely walk. I am enjoying the evening. I am using this time to think. I am reflecting on my day. I want to do better tomorrow. These phrases help you speak with a calm rhythm. Now, let's practice using connecting words to smooth out your speech. Listen. Even though I struggle with new words sometimes, I stay positive and keep going. As long as I keep learning, I know I will become fluent. Shadow it. Even though I struggle sometimes, I stay positive. As long as I keep learning, I will become fluent. These phrases help you sound natural. Now, talk about a recent experience. Listen. Recently, I watched an interview in English and focused on the tone and facial expressions. It was a great way to understand natural speech better. Shadow it gently. Recently, I watched an interview in English. I focused on tone and expressions. It helped me understand natural speech better. This shows you are an active learner. Now, let's build a practice about motivation. Listen, I want to keep improving because I love expressing myself in a second language. I love the feeling of mastering new words. It boosts my confidence and makes me feel proud. Shadow it slowly. I want to keep improving. I love expressing myself. I love mastering new words. It boosts my confidence. It makes me feel proud. These sentences make your English feel sincere. Imagine someone asks how you stay consistent. Listen. I try to integrate English into everything I do. Even simple things like walking or cooking become chances to listen and think in English. Now, shadow. I integrate English into everything. Simple things become chances to practice. I listen and think in English. This is practical fluency training. Let's describe your progress. Listen. I have noticed that the more I practice, the more comfortable I become. My sentences flow better. I hesitate less. And I feel confident speaking to others. Shadow it. I feel more comfortable. My sentences flow better. I hesitate less. I feel confident. This helps you articulate your growth. Let's try another advanced daily scenario. Today, I focused on listening to real conversations. I paid attention to where they paused and how they connected words. It helped me hear how real English sounds, distinct from textbook English. Shadow it. I focused on listening. I paid attention to pauses and connected words. I understand real English better. This detail helps you understand native patterns. Now, share a long-term dream. Listen. My long-term ambition is to communicate clearly in any setting. I want to express ideas naturally and use complex words without overthinking. Shadow it. My long-term ambition is to communicate clearly. I want to express ideas naturally. I want to use complex words without overthinking. This helps you state your goals smoothly. Now, let's do a rhythm exercise. Sometimes I practice by talking to myself. I describe my actions, my feelings, or my plans. It helps me think faster and makes English a part of my routine. Shadow slowly. I talk to myself. I describe my actions, my feelings, my plans. It helps me think faster. English becomes part of my routine. This is a highly effective technique. You are doing an amazing job. With every sentence, you are building new neural pathways. You are training yourself to live in English. As we go on, notice how your mind is starting to follow the English rhythm naturally. You aren't just repeating, you are thinking in the language. This is where fluency starts to grow, quietly and consistently. Now, imagine someone asks, "How do you stay motivated?" Listen to this response. I stay motivated because I sense my own improvement daily. I understand a bit more, I speak a bit clearer, and I use new words with more boldness. Shadow it. I stay motivated because I sense my improvement. I understand more. I speak clearer. I use new words with boldness. This expresses a mature mindset. Let's practice a reflective moment at your desk. Listen. Sometimes I pause to think about my journey. I remember when English felt impossible, and now I can share my opinions easily. Shadow it slowly. I pause to think about my journey. English felt impossible before. Now I share opinions easily. This helps you sound expressive. Now, explain why shadowing works. Listen. Shadowing works for me because it trains my brain to think in the target language. I don't just learn phrases, I learn to use them in real time without stalling. Shadow. Shadowing trains my brain. I learn to use phrases in real time. I speak without stalling. This makes you sound knowledgeable. Let's look at a messaging scenario. You are texting a friend. Listen. My day has been productive. I finished my work on time, did some English drills, and took time to relax. Shadow it. My day has been productive. I finished my work. I did some English drills. I relaxed. Useful for casual chats. Now, imagine discussing challenges. Listen. Sometimes accents are hard to understand, but I remain patient. I remind myself that every difficulty is a chance to get better. Shadow it. Accents can be hard, but I remain patient. Every difficulty is a chance to get better. This sounds resilient and strong. Let's use emotional words. Listen. Some days I feel drained or distracted, but I still do a few minutes of practice. Small efforts keep me moving forward. Shadow. I feel drained sometimes. I feel distracted, but I still practice. Small efforts keep me moving forward. This is how real learners talk. Now, back to the kitchen. You are cooking dinner. Listen. I am cooking dinner now. The kitchen smells wonderful. I am reviewing my day and practicing English in my head while I stir the pot. Shadow it. I am cooking dinner. It smells wonderful. I am reviewing my day. I am practicing in my head. Narrating builds fluency step by step. Let's combine advanced words with daily life. Listen. I am trying to be more rigorous and disciplined with my study. Even when life is chaotic, I maintain a steady habit. Shadow. I am rigorous. I am disciplined. I maintain a steady habit. Words like rigorous and chaotic sound very advanced. Now, describe the end of a long day. Listen. I am feeling tired, but content. I did my best today, and I am proud of the steps I took. Shadow. I am tired, but content. I did my best. I am proud of the steps I took. This builds deep fluency. Now, answer the question. Is your English getting better? Listen. I feel my English is getting sharper. I select better words, I speak with authority, and I grasp conversations faster. Shadow. My English is getting sharper. I select better words, I speak with authority, I grasp conversations faster. These patterns show growth. Now express gratitude. Listen. I am thankful for every chance to speak English. Even brief chats help me evolve into a better speaker. Shadow. I am thankful for every chance. Brief chats help me evolve. I am becoming a better speaker. This adds depth to your speech. Let's strengthen your listening muscles. Listen fully. Sometimes I imagine how life will change when I am fluent. I will communicate freely, travel with ease, and connect with people without anxiety. That vision inspires me. Shadow. When I am fluent, I will communicate freely, travel with ease, connect without anxiety. That vision inspires me. This keeps you focused. Now, a calm moment. Listen. Right now, I am taking time for myself. I am sitting in silence, letting the English flow through me. No rushing, just staying present and practicing. Shadow. I am taking time for myself. I am sitting in silence. English flows through me. No rushing. I stay present. This builds a calm speaking rhythm. Everything you shadow is building long-term fluency. Your pronunciation and confidence are rising steadily. You are becoming more fluent with every sentence. As we move on, notice how your mind adapts. You aren't just memorizing, you are building a flow. The more you listen, the more your brain predicts patterns. This is how fluency grows, in gentle layers. Now, imagine someone asks what you enjoy about English. Listen. I enjoy it because it connects me with different cultures. I like finding new idioms, understanding the flow of sentences, and using them in real life. Shadow. I enjoy it. It connects me with cultures. I like finding idioms. I understand the flow. I use them in real life. This sounds expressive. Let's practice another moment. Heading to your room after a long day. Listen. I am finally relaxing. Today was full of tasks and lessons, and I am proud that I stayed committed to my practice. Shadow. I am finally relaxing. Today was full of tasks. I am proud I stayed committed. Storytelling skills are improved here. Now, talk about listening. Listen. My listening is improving because I pay attention to tone and rhythm. I focus on the general meaning rather than every single word. Shadow. My listening is improving. I pay attention to tone and rhythm. I focus on meaning, not every word. This is a crucial skill for B2 learners. Let's explore a small success. Listen. Today, I understood a conversation that used to be too hard for me. It made me feel thrilled. It reminded me that progress is happening, even when invisible. Shadow. I understood a conversation. It used to be hard. I felt thrilled. Progress is happening. This shows emotional maturity. Now, prepare for tomorrow. Listen. I am organizing my thoughts for tomorrow. I want to communicate clearly, and I know today's practice will help me express myself better. Shadow. I am organizing my thoughts. I want to communicate clearly. Today's practice helps me. This connects daily life to growth. Let's use advanced words again. Listen. I am becoming aware of how English functions. I spot patterns, recognize phrases, and understand naturally. Shadow. I am becoming aware. I spot patterns. I recognize phrases. I understand naturally. Excellent phrases for describing learning. Now, encourage someone else. Listen. I tell people that learning is a voyage. It requires patience and positivity, but every step moves you closer to fluency. Shadow. Learning is a voyage. It requires patience and positivity. Every step moves you closer. These lines build rhythm. Let's do a descriptive exercise. Sometimes I sit quietly and let the language wash over me. I listen to the sounds, feel the sentence flow, and follow along without stress. It helps me absorb the language. Shadow. I sit quietly. I let the language wash over me. I feel the flow. I follow without stress. I absorb the language. This builds listening sensitivity. Now, reflect on your identity. Listen. I am becoming a person who loves learning and exploring ideas. I am proud of every step. English is becoming my lifestyle, not just a subject. Shadow. I love learning. I explore ideas. I am proud of every step. English is my lifestyle. This is expressive and advanced. Let's find a moment of concentration. Listen. The house is still right now, and I am using this piece to practice. When it is calm, I focus better. Shadow. The house is still. I use this piece to practice. When it is calm, I focus better. This builds presence. Now, describe the English you want to speak. Listen. I want to speak English that sounds authentic and crisp. I want to express myself smoothly without searching for vocabulary. Shadow. I want to sound authentic and crisp. I want to express myself smoothly. These goals shape your style. Now, a connected thought. Every time I shadow, my brain processes faster. Every time I repeat, my mouth gets comfortable. Every time I practice, I get more fluent. Shadow. Every time I shadow, my brain processes faster. My mouth gets comfortable. I get more fluent. This reinforces progress. Now, end your day. Listen. I am closing my day with gentle practice. It feels good to know that a few minutes helps me grow. Shadow. I am closing my day with practice. It feels good. A few minutes helps me grow. This anchors your mindset. You are doing incredibly well. Your fluency is building sentence by sentence. The more you continue, the stronger you get. You are building clarity and natural expression. As we continue, feel your confidence rising. Your listening is sharper. Your flow is smoother. This is the quiet growth of consistency. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Now, imagine someone asks how you stay focused. Listen. I stay focused by setting tiny goals. I don't pressure myself. I just practice daily and trust the journey. Shadow. I set tiny goals. I don't pressure myself. I practice daily. I trust the journey. This sounds calm and confident. Now, reflect outdoors. Listen. I am enjoying the fresh air and thinking about my improvement. I understand more idioms. I speak boldly. I feel connected to the language. Shadow. I enjoy the fresh air. I have improved. I understand idioms. I speak boldly. I feel connected. This practices descriptive fluency. Now, accept a compliment. Listen. Thank you. That means a lot. I have been practicing regularly and trying to use natural phrasing. Shadow. Thank you. That means a lot. I practice regularly. I use natural phrasing. Useful for real life. Encourage a learner. Listen. Don't worry about errors. Errors are part of the path. They help you grow and become a strong speaker. Shadow. Don't worry about errors. They are part of the path. They help you grow. They make you strong. This builds confidence. Explain your routine. Listen. I include English in my day naturally. I listen while I cook. I think while I walk. I talk to myself when alone. Shadow. I include English naturally. I listen while I cook. I think while I walk. I talk to myself. Real strategies for adaptation. Let's build a scene on the way to work. Listen. I am walking slowly, thinking about how to express myself. I want to speak with clarity. Listen closely. Use new words when I can. Shadow. I am thinking about how to express myself. I want to speak with clarity. Listen closely. Use new words. This builds intentionality. How do you feel about progress? Listen. I feel proud because I am improving step by step. Even on busy days, I keep English in my thoughts. Shadow. I feel proud. I am improving step by step. I keep English in my thoughts. This builds connection. Let's increase the challenge. Lately, I am aware of how fluent speakers talk. I notice their tone, their pauses, and their rhythm, and I try to mimic those patterns. Shadow. I am aware of fluent speakers. I notice tone, pauses, rhythm. I mimic those patterns. This builds native-like rhythm. Now, a calm space. Listen. This moment is tranquil, and I am using it to train. I am not rushing. I am giving myself time to evolve. Shadow. This moment is tranquil. I am using it to train. I am not rushing. I am giving myself time to evolve. Gentle fluency. What is challenging? Listen. Long conversations are hard because I want to reply fast, but I remind myself to think. Clarity matters more than speed. Shadow. Long conversations are hard. I remind myself to think. Clarity matters more than speed. Important mindset. Deep shadowing. When I listen, I focus on the big picture, not isolated words. Conversations become easier to follow, and I feel confident with accents. Shadow. I focus on the big picture. Conversations become easier. I feel confident. Advanced strategy. End of the evening. Listen. I am winding down, happy that I practiced. Small moments keep me disciplined. Shadow. I am winding down. I am happy I practiced. Small moments keep me disciplined. Reinforces consistency. Long-term progress. Listen. The more I listen, the more I grasp. The more I speak, the more confident I get. The more I practice, the closer I get to fluency. Shadow. The more I listen, the more I grasp. The more I speak, the more confident I get. The more I practice, the closer I get to fluency. Strong mental foundation. You are doing amazing. Every minute brings you closer to flexible, confident English. Your dedication is showing. As we continue, feel how English is becoming familiar. Your understanding is deeper. Your rhythm is steadier. This is the result of exposure and shadowing. You are training your mind to trust itself. Now, how has English changed your life? Listen. English is part of my daily ritual. I use it to think, observe, and talk to myself. It keeps me connected to the language naturally. Shadow. English is part of my ritual. I use it to think and observe. I talk to myself. I stay connected naturally. Thoughtful fluency. Why does consistency matter? Listen. I learned that consistency beats perfection. A few minutes a day keeps my brain active without overwhelming me. Shadow. Consistency beats perfection. A few minutes keeps my brain active. It doesn't overwhelm me. Mature mindset. Descriptive speaking. Sitting by a window. Listen. I am sitting by the window, relaxing. The light is soft. The air is fresh. I am enjoying this quiet time with English. Shadow. I am sitting by the window. The light is soft. The air is fresh. I enjoy this quiet time. I practice English. Smooth description. Getting stuck. Listen. When I get stuck, I don't panic. I pause. I find a simpler word and keep going. Communication wins over vocabulary. Shadow. I don't panic. I pause. I find a simpler word. Communication wins. Speaking strategy. Confidence growth. Listen. My confidence is blooming. I am less scared of mistakes and more willing to speak. I am proud to see this change. Shadow. My confidence is blooming. I am less scared. I am willing to speak. I feel proud. Emotional fluency. Observation. Listen. I like watching fluent speakers, their body language and expressions. It teaches me about communication. Shadow. I watch fluent speakers. I notice body language. It teaches me about communication. Learning through observation. Getting ready. Listen. I am getting ready and organizing my things. I am rehearsing sentences in my mind, preparing to speak confidently. Shadow. I am getting ready. I organize my things. I rehearse sentences. I prepare to speak confidently. Internal skills. What do you enjoy? Listen. I enjoy expressing myself clearly. When I find the right words, I feel capable and strong. Shadow. I enjoy expressing myself clearly. Finding the right words. Feeling capable and strong. Emotional connection. Speed versus clarity. Listen. Fluency isn't about speed. It is about clarity, confidence, and connection. Speed comes later. Shadow. Fluency isn't speed. Fluency is clarity, confidence, and connection. Professional explanation. Resting. Listen. I am relaxing, proud that I practiced even when tired. These efforts show my commitment. It makes me stronger. Shadow. I am relaxing. I practiced when tired. It shows commitment. I feel stronger. Deep fluency. Overcoming fear. Listen. I remind myself that mistakes are normal. Everyone learns by doing. Every time I speak, I get better. Shadow. Mistakes are normal. Everyone learns by doing. Each time I speak, I get better. Self-encouragement. Walking home. Listen. I am walking slowly, thinking about my improvement. I recognize phrases and feel comfortable speaking. Shadow. I am walking slowly. I have improved. I recognize phrases. I feel comfortable speaking. Narrative fluency. Patience. Listen. English taught me patience. It taught me to trust the process and never give up. Shadow. English taught me patience. Trust the process. Never give up. Sincerity. You are doing beautifully. Your fluency is developing powerfully through this session. You are building a stronger English-speaking self. As we go on, feel English becoming your inner voice. You aren't just repeating, you are creating a new way of thinking. You are learning to trust your voice. How does English fit your life? Listen. English is a quiet companion. I use it to plan and imagine conversations. It helps me stay connected. Shadow. English is a quiet companion. I use it to plan. I imagine conversations. I stay connected. Thoughtful. Important conversation. Listen. Before a big talk, I stay calm. I breathe, plan my words, and trust my training. Shadow. I stay calm. I breathe. I plan my words. I trust my training. Emotional control. Noticing progress. Listen. I see my improvement. I reply faster. I understand naturally. I express ideas with confidence. Shadow. I see my improvement. I reply faster. I understand naturally. I express ideas confidently. Smooth progress. Meaningful moment. Listen. This morning I sat with my tea and practiced. A few minutes made me feel ready. Shadow. I sat with my tea. I practiced. A few minutes made me feel ready. Narrative fluency. Why shadowing? Listen. Shadowing trains my brain to follow the natural flow. I learn rhythm and tone, not just words. Shadow. Shadowing trains my brain. I learn rhythm and tone, not just words. Advanced awareness. Watching videos. Listen. When I watch videos, I listen for expressions. I repeat them mentally and use them later. Shadow. I listen for expressions. I repeat them mentally. I use them later. Observant. Sunset walk. Listen. I am walking as the day ends. The sky is warm. I am thinking about improving tomorrow. Shadow. I am walking. The sky is warm. I am thinking about improving tomorrow. Imagination training. Why English matters. Listen. English opens doors. It helps me communicate, learn, and connect globally. Shadow. English opens doors. It helps me communicate. It helps me connect. It helps me learn. Motivational. Honesty. Listen, some days are hard, but I know challenges are part of the process. Struggle makes me capable. Shadow. Some days are hard. Challenges are part of the process. Struggle makes me capable. Sincere. Listening detail. Listen. My listening is better because I focus on the message, tone, and context. I understand naturally. Shadow. I focus on the message. Tone and context. I understand naturally. Deep comprehension. Speaking confidence. Listen. I used to hesitate. Now I am comfortable trying. Every attempt brings me closer to fluency. Shadow. I used to hesitate. Now I am comfortable trying. Every attempt brings me closer. Courage. Short reflection. Listen. I end my day thinking about progress. Small improvements mean I am moving forward. Shadow. I think about progress. Small improvements matter. I am moving forward. Connection. Intentional practice. Listen. I am intentional. I choose challenging activities, listen actively, and use new words. It helps me grow. Shadow. I am intentional. I challenge myself. I listen actively. I use new words. Strategy. Patience. Listen. I stay patient because learning takes time. Skills grow slowly. Every moment counts. Shadow. Learning takes time. Skills grow slowly. Every moment counts. Grounded mindset. You are building fluency step by step. Your dedication is helping you reach a natural level. Notice how the language settles in you. You feel the rhythm and flow. This slow development builds long-term fluency. You are doing it right now. How does English help daily? Listen. It helps me express myself clearly. It gives me confidence and lets me understand diverse information. Shadow. It helps me express myself. It gives me confidence. It helps me understand information. Natural sentences. Long-term goals. Listen, my goal is to be a confident speaker in any situation. I want to use smooth vocabulary and clear expression. Shadow. My goal is confidence. I want to communicate naturally. I want smooth vocabulary. Clear expression. Ambition. Lunch prep. Listen, I am chopping vegetables. While I cook, I practice silently. I describe actions and train my mind. Shadow. I am chopping vegetables. I practice silently. I describe actions. I train my mind. Internal fluency. Daily practice. Listen, I practice daily so English feels natural. I want to live with the language, not just study it. Shadow. I practice daily. I want English to feel natural. Live with it, not study it. Expressive. Motivation. Listen, I felt motivated today because I understood a hard conversation. Progress happens even when slow. Shadow. I felt motivated. I understood a conversation. Progress happens even when slow. Realistic. Active engagement. Listen. I improve when I engage actively. I listen with focus. I shadow with intent. I speak without fear. Shadow. I improve when I engage actively. I listen with focus. I shadow with intent. I speak without fear. Confidence. Peaceful evening. Listen. The evening is calm. I relax and practice. Quiet minutes keep me connected. Shadow. The evening is calm. I relax and practice. Quiet minutes keep me connected. Gentle rhythm. Habits. Listen. I create small habits. A little in the morning, day, and night. It makes a huge difference. Shadow. I create small habits. Morning, day, and night. It makes a difference. Discipline. New vocabulary. Listen. When I hear a new word, I notice the context and tone. It helps me remember. Shadow. I notice new words. Context and tone. It helps me remember. Memory. Feeling confident. Listen. I feel confident now. I focus less on grammar and more on clarity. Communication is key. Shadow. I feel confident. I focus on clarity. Communication is key. Communicative fluency. Trusting voice. Listen. I trust my voice. I am not afraid of imperfection. I want to be honest and clear. Shadow. I trust my voice. Not afraid of imperfection. Honest and clear. Emotional connection. Before sleep. Listen. Before sleep, I think about my practice. Even if it was small, I am proud I tried. Shadow. Before sleep, I think about practice. I am proud I tried. Self-appreciation. Difficult words. Listen. When I hear a hard word, I don't get frustrated. I guess the meaning. Learning slowly is okay. Shadow. I don't get frustrated. I guess the meaning. Learning slowly is okay. Resilience. Speaking naturally. Listen. I speak more naturally now. My sentences are smooth. I pause less. Shadow. I speak naturally. Sentences are smooth. I pause less. Improvement, the journey. Listen. Language is a long journey, but every practice brings me closer to my dream. That keeps me going. Shadow. Language is a long journey. Every practice brings me closer. That keeps me going. Inspiration. You are doing well. Every sentence makes you stronger. You are becoming clearer and more confident. Feel your confidence becoming natural. You are training your speaking muscles. Every moment here makes fluency automatic. You are transforming. How does English make you feel? Listen. It makes me feel connected to the world. It helps me express myself and understand cultures. Shadow. It makes me feel connected. It helps me express myself. It helps me understand cultures. Meaningful. Morning routine. Listen. I am getting ready. Even now, English is in my mind. I think about plans and conversations. Shadow. I am getting ready. English is in my mind. I think about plans and conversations. Thought fluency. Confidence. Listen. I remind myself that communication is the goal, not perfection. If I am clear, I am successful. Shadow. Communication is the goal, not perfection. If I am clear, I am successful. Balance. Park scene. Listen. I am observing the movement and sounds. I use this to train my listening. Shadow. I am observing movement and sounds. I train my listening. Descriptive. Reflection. Listen. I look back and see growth. I understand more. I hesitate less. I feel proud. Shadow. I look back and see growth. I hesitate less. I feel proud. Development. Inspiration. Listen. Progress inspires me. A new word, a smooth sentence, a confident moment. Shadow. Progress inspires me. A new word, a smooth sentence, a confident moment. Motivation. End of work. Listen. I am finishing up. I am happy I practiced despite being tired. It shows commitment. Shadow. I am finishing up. I practiced despite being tired. It shows commitment. Determination. Pronunciation. Listen. When I struggle, I slow down. I repeat gently. I let my mouth learn the move. Shadow. I slow down. I repeat gently. I let my mouth learn. Physical awareness. Emotional conversation. Listen. Some days are hard, but I keep going. I am building my future voice. Shadow. Some days are hard. I keep going. I am building my future voice. Deep fluency. Quiet afternoon. Listen. I am resting, and my mind thinks in English. Simple thoughts keep me connected. Shadow. I am resting. My mind thinks in English. Simple thoughts keep me connected. Structure. Speaking alone. Listen. When alone, I speak aloud. I describe my feelings and plans. It keeps me fluent. Shadow. I speak aloud. I describe feelings and plans. It keeps me fluent. Self-practice. Next level. Listen. I am excited to reach an advanced level. I want to speak precisely and understand deeply. Shadow. I am excited. Speak precisely. Understand deeply. Expression. Small improvements. Listen. I appreciate a clearer sentence or a fast response. Small victories lead to fluency. Shadow. I appreciate clearer sentences, fast responses. Small victories lead to fluency. Reflection. Gratitude. Listen. I am grateful for today's learning. It was meaningful and brings results. Shadow. I am grateful. It was meaningful. It brings results. Stability, belief. Listen. I believe fluency is possible for me. Every day gets me closer. Shadow. Fluency is possible for me. Every day gets me closer. Belief. Every sentence strengthens your foundation. You are steadier and more confident. The progress is real. As we finish, feel how English settles in your rhythm. You aren't forcing thoughts. It happens naturally. This stage is important. Your mind is adapting. Fluency is becoming who you are. Calm speaking. Listen. I stay calm because communication is a skill, not a contest. I just need to be honest and clear. Shadow. Communication is a skill, not a contest. Be honest and clear. Foundation. Room review. Listen. I sit quietly and feel my progress. Understanding is better. Speaking is smoother. Shadow. I sit quietly. Understanding is better. Speaking is smoother. Reflective. Balance. Listen. I include English in small moments. Chores, walking, anytime. Shadow. I include English in small moments. Chores, walking, anytime. Integration. Victory. Listen. I understood a confusing phrase today. It was a victory. Every step counts. Shadow. I understood a confusing phrase. It was a victory. Every step counts. Awareness. Advanced flow. Listen. I pay attention to the rise and fall of sentences, how emotions move through tone. Shadow. I pay attention to rise and fall, how emotions move through tone. Advanced listening. Why speak? Listen. Speaking builds confidence. My mouth learns sounds. My brain connects faster. Shadow. Speaking builds confidence. My mouth learns sounds. My brain connects faster. Physical. Comfortable spot. Listen. This moment is perfect for practice. I am relaxed and open. English settles deeper. Shadow. This moment is perfect. I am relaxed and open. English settles deeper. Rhythm. Frustration. Listen. When frustrated, I remember learning takes time. I don't rush. I keep moving. Shadow. Learning takes time. I don't rush. I keep moving. Resilience. Market walk. Listen. I walk through the street listening. I try to describe sounds in English. Shadow. I walk through the street. I listen. I describe sounds in English. Narration. forgetting phrases. Listen. If I forget, I use simple words. I keep talking. Conversation matters most. Shadow. If I forget, I use simple words. I keep talking. Conversation matters most. Flexibility, gentle growth. Listen. Fluency grows when I am gentle with myself. I don't force it. I let it develop. Shadow. Fluency grows when gentle. I don't force it. I let it develop. Tone. Tomorrow's plan. Listen. I want to use new words tomorrow and take risks. Risks help me grow. Shadow. I want to use new words, take risks. Risks help me grow. Forward thinking. Conversation end. Listen. I enjoyed the chat. I practiced and connected. I feel confident. Shadow. I enjoyed the chat. I practiced and connected. I feel confident. Social. Self-appreciation. Listen. I am grateful for my progress. It is meaningful to me. Shadow. I am grateful for progress. It is meaningful to me. Emotion. Observation. Listen. I observe different speakers. Fast, slow, simple, complex. I learn from all. Shadow. I observe different speakers. Fast, slow, simple, complex. I learn from all. Analysis. Every moment builds your identity. You are moving toward natural fluency. Your dedication guides you. As we move to the final stretch, feel how much you absorbed. English flows through you. You have practiced continuously. Every sentence strengthened your clarity. Personality. Listen. English made me open-minded. I think in new ways and understand perspectives. Shadow. English made me open-minded. I think in new ways. I understand perspectives. Transformation. Peaceful wind. Listen. I feel peaceful. English feels familiar and connected now. Shadow. I feel peaceful. English feels familiar. I feel connected. Atmosphere. Future tool. Listen. English is a tool for travel, work, and friends. I want to explore the world. Shadow. English is a tool for travel, work, friends. I want to explore. Purpose. Deep journey. Listen. I used to be nervous. Now I am steady. My voice is strong. I am proud of my courage. Shadow. I used to be nervous. Now I am steady. My voice is strong. I am proud. Healing. Hope. Listen. I am hopeful because I grow every day. Slow progress lasts forever. Shadow. I am hopeful. I grow every day. Slow progress lasts. Resilience. Evening pride. Listen. The evening is calm. I am proud of my effort. English is my identity. Shadow. The evening is calm. I am proud. English is my identity. Expressive. Future confidence. Listen. Tomorrow I will grow. I will listen with intent and use English naturally. Shadow. Tomorrow I will grow. I will listen with intent. Use English naturally. Preparation. Never give up. Listen. I never give up because effort brings me closer to my goal. Shadow. I never give up. Effort brings me closer. Determination. Final reflection. Listen. Day ends. I am grateful. I am not perfect, but I am improving. That is enough. Shadow. Day ends. I am grateful. I am improving. That is enough. Peace. Soaking in. Listen. The words are becoming part of me. They grow stronger with repetition. Shadow. The words become part of me. They grow stronger. Connection. Final lesson. Listen. English isn't memorized. It is lived, practiced with curiosity and patience. Shadow. English isn't memorized. It is lived, practiced with curiosity. Philosophy. Closing. Listen. I am calm and ready to grow tomorrow. Shadow. I am calm, ready to grow tomorrow. Now, let's expand our practice into professional and business English. This is crucial for your career. Imagine you have arrived at your office. You are professional, polite, and competent. Shadow these sentences with authority. I arrive at the office and greet my colleagues with a smile. I sit at my desk and turn on my computer. I check my emails and prioritize my tasks for the day. I have an important meeting later, so I need to prepare. I review my notes and organize my thoughts. I want to present my ideas clearly and persuasively. Now, imagine you are in the meeting. You need to agree, disagree, and suggest ideas. Shadow this. I agree with your point, but I have a slightly different perspective. I believe we should focus on the long-term strategy. Could you please clarify what you meant by that last statement? I propose that we extend the deadline to ensure high quality. Let's collaborate to find the best solution for the team. I appreciate your feedback, and I will implement those changes. Mastering these phrases makes you sound like a leader. Let's shift gears to a shopping scenario. You are at a clothing store or a supermarket. You need to interact with staff and make decisions. Listen and shadow. I am looking for a new shirt for a special occasion. Could you help me find the right size? I prefer this color because it suits my style better. Can I try this on in the fitting room? The material feels very high quality and comfortable. I think the price is reasonable for this brand. Now imagine the grocery store. I am pushing the cart through the aisles. I need to buy fresh vegetables, milk, and bread. I always check the expiration date before I buy anything. I am looking for the spices aisle. Do you know where it is? I prefer to pay with my credit card today. Thank you for your help. Have a wonderful day. These simple interactions build your confidence in public. Now, let's explore a travel and airport scenario. This is often stressful, so practicing it helps you stay calm. Imagine you are at the airport. You have your passport and luggage. Shadow me. I am arriving at the terminal and looking for the check-in counter. I hand my passport and ticket to the agent. I would like a window seat if one is available, please. I am placing my bag on the scale to weigh it. Now I am going through security. I remove my laptop and shoes and place them in the tray. I walk through the metal detector calmly. I am finding my gate and waiting for the boarding announcement. I am excited to travel and explore a new country. I board the plane and fasten my seatbelt. I am ready for takeoff. Being able to navigate an airport in English gives you true freedom. Let's move to a health and wellness scenario. Imagine you are not feeling well and need to visit a doctor. This is essential vocabulary. Shadow these serious, clear sentences. I have an appointment with Dr. Smith at 2 p.m. I have been feeling a bit dizzy and tired lately. I have a sore throat and a mild headache. It started about 3 days ago. Is it something serious or just a seasonal flu? I need to get a prescription for this medication. I will follow your advice and get plenty of rest. Thank you for your care and attention. Now, imagine you are at the pharmacy. I need something to relieve pain and reduce fever. How many times a day should I take this pill? Should I take it before or after eating? Knowing how to describe your health is a vital skill. Now, let's go deeper into emotional intelligence. We want to express feelings, not just facts. Imagine you are talking to a close friend about your life. Shadow these expressive sentences. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed by the amount of work I have. But I try to stay positive and focus on one thing at a time. I felt really proud of myself yesterday when I solved that problem. It brings me so much joy to spend time with my family. I was a little disappointed by the news, but I will recover. I am feeling anxious about the future, but I know everything will work out. I am grateful for the support of my friends during hard times. Expressing emotions in English helps you connect deeply with other humans. Let's practice describing scenery and nature. This helps with adjectives and descriptive language. Imagine you are walking in a large park or a forest. Listen to the details. The sun is filtering through the leaves of the trees. The air smells like pine and fresh earth. I can hear the sound of birds singing in the distance. The wind is blowing gently against my face. I see a river flowing quietly over the rocks. Nature helps me relax and clear my mind of stress. I love watching the colors of the sky change during sunset. The world is beautiful, and I am happy to be part of it. Describing the world around you is a beautiful way to practice fluency. Now, let's tackle technology and digital life. We all use phones and computers daily. Let's narrate that. Shadow me. I am unlocking my phone to check the latest news. I need to reply to a few text messages before I start work. The internet connection is a bit slow today. I am downloading a new app to help me organize my schedule. I spend too much time scrolling through social media. I want to reduce my screen time and read more books. I am uploading a photo to share with my friends. I need to charge my battery because it is running low. Technology connects us, but we must use it wisely. Let's move back to socializing and small talk. You are at a party or a dinner. You are meeting new people. Shadow these conversation starters. Hello, it is so nice to meet you finally. How do you know the host of the party? That is an interesting line of work. Do you enjoy it? Have you traveled much recently? I tried the food and it is absolutely delicious. What do you like to do in your free time? I love watching movies and hiking on weekends. It was lovely chatting with you. Let's keep in touch. Small talk is the bridge to big relationships. Now, let's practice opinion and argument. You are in a discussion and you want to state your opinion clearly. Shadow me. I see your point, but I have to respectfully disagree. In my opinion, education is the most important investment. From my perspective, we need to consider the environmental impact. I am convinced that hard work always pays off in the end. I am not sure if that is the best solution for this problem. I strongly believe that kindness is a strength, not a weakness. Being able to debate in English shows a high level of fluency. Let's do a section on household chores. It might sound boring, but it is real life. Shadow these actions. I need to do the laundry today because I ran out of clean clothes. I am separating the whites from the colors. I need to vacuum the living room carpet. I am wiping the dust off the shelves. The sink is full of dishes, so I better wash them now. I am taking out the trash before the truck comes. Making my bed in the morning sets a tone for the day. A clean home leads to a calm mind. Now, let's practice advanced storytelling. Imagine you are telling a story about a past event. Use the past tense smoothly. Listen. Last summer, I went on a trip that changed my perspective. We drove for hours until we reached the coast. The weather was perfect and the ocean was calm. We met a local fisherman who told us stories about the sea. I realized how simple and beautiful life can be. It was an experience I will never forget. I learned that travel is not about the destination, but the journey. Telling stories helps you master past tense verbs. Let's focus on future plans and ambitions. Shadow your dreams. In 5 years, I see myself running my own business. I plan to travel to at least 3 new countries next year. I am saving money so I can buy a house for my family. I want to master English so I can work internationally. I am going to take a course to improve my leadership skills. I dream of writing a book one day. Having goals gives me a reason to wake up early. Now, let's do a specific drill on phrasal verbs. These are hard for learners, so let's practice them in context. Shadow me. I need to wake up earlier tomorrow. Can you please turn on the light? I tried to give up sugar, but it was too hard. We need to figure out a solution to this problem. I am looking forward to seeing you next week. Please calm down and tell me what happened. I ran into an old friend at the market today. We should clean up this mess before we leave. Mastering phrasal verbs makes you sound like a native speaker. Let's return to a relaxation evening routine. The day is ending. You are winding down. Shadow this. I am changing into my comfortable pajamas. I am making a cup of herbal tea to help me sleep. I am turning off the bright lights and lighting a candle. I sit on the sofa and open a good book. I reflect on everything I accomplished today. I forgive myself for any mistakes I made. I am grateful for the safety and warmth of my home. I lock the doors and check the windows. I lay in bed and close my eyes. I let go of all my worries and drift to sleep. Now, let's do a section on learning strategy. Talk about how you learn. Shadow me. I am a visual learner, so I like to read while I listen. I try to mimic the intonation of native speakers. I write down new vocabulary in a notebook. I review my notes every morning to refresh my memory. I am patient with myself because I know fluency takes time. I celebrate small victories along the way. I don't fear mistakes, I learn from them. Let's practice encouraging others. Imagine you are a teacher or a supportive friend. Shadow this. You are doing a fantastic job. Keep going. Do not give up now. You are so close to success. I believe in your potential to achieve great things. It is okay to take a break if you are tired. Your hard work is going to pay off soon. You have improved so much since we last spoke. Be proud of how far you have come. Now let's explore describing textures and tastes. You are eating a meal. Shadow. This soup is creamy and rich in flavor. The bread is crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. This coffee is too bitter. I need some sugar. The apple is crisp and juicy. I love the spicy kick in this sauce. The cake is moist and sweet. Describing sensory details makes your English vivid. Let's talk about money and finance, a practical topic. Shadow. I am trying to stick to a budget this month. I need to withdraw some cash from the ATM. I am saving a portion of my salary for emergencies. The cost of living is increasing every year. I need to pay my electricity bill online. Is there a discount if I pay in cash? Investing in knowledge pays the best interest. Now let's practice apologizing and forgiving. Shadow. I am truly sorry for the misunderstanding. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Please accept my sincere apologies. It was my fault, and I take full responsibility. I forgive you. Let's move past this. Thank you for being understanding and patient with me. Relationships are built on forgiveness and communication. Let's do a section on weather and seasons. Small talk often starts here. Shadow. It looks like it is going to rain later. The humidity is very high today. I love the colors of the leaves in autumn. Winter is coming, so we need warm coats. The spring flowers are blooming beautifully. It is a scorching hot day. Stay hydrated. The weather affects my mood sometimes. Now let's focus on education and school. Even if you aren't a student, these terms are useful. Shadow. I am studying hard for the upcoming exam. The lecture was very informative and engaging. I need to submit my assignment by Friday. I am doing research for my final project. Education is a lifelong journey, not a destination. I enjoy learning about history and science. Knowledge gives us the power to change the world. Let's go back to inner monologue. This is the voice inside your head. Train it to speak English. Shadow. I can do this. I am capable of handling this challenge. I am worthy of success and happiness. I choose to focus on the positive today. I am getting stronger every single day. My voice matters, and I will speak up. I am peaceful, grounded, and ready. Now let's practice asking for directions. You are a tourist. Shadow. Excuse me, could you tell me where the nearest station is? Is it within walking distance? Do I need to take a bus to get there? Thank you. I appreciate your help. I think we took a wrong turn back there. Let's look at the map to find our location. Asking for help is a sign of confidence, not weakness. Let's talk about movies and entertainment. Shadow. Have you seen the latest action movie? I thought the plot was very suspenseful. The acting was incredible, especially the lead actor. I prefer comedies because I like to laugh. The special effects were breathtaking. Let's go to the cinema this weekend. Discussing pop culture is a great way to bond. Now let's do a speed drill. I will speak slightly faster. Try to keep up. I am going to the store to buy some milk. I don't know what you are talking about. It is time to make a decision right now. I have been waiting for you for 20 minutes. Let's get this done as soon as possible. I really appreciate everything you have done for me. Speed comes with practice, so don't rush. Let's slow down again for deep reflection. Shadow. Life is a series of moments. How we spend our days is how we spend our lives. I want to live a life full of purpose. I want to leave a positive impact on the people I meet. Learning English is part of my personal growth. It opens my mind to new cultures and ideas. I am becoming a global citizen. Now, let's talk about friendship. Shadow. A true friend is someone who listens. We have been friends since we were children. I trust her with my secrets. We enjoy spending quality time together. Friends support each other through good and bad times. I am lucky to have such supportive people in my life. Let's practice phone etiquette. Shadow. Hello, this is Elena speaking. May I speak to Mr. Jones, please? I am calling to confirm my appointment. Could you please leave a message for her? I will call you back in 5 minutes. The signal is breaking up. I can't hear you well. Thank you for calling. Goodbye. Now, let's discuss habits and routine. Shadow. I have a habit of drinking water immediately after waking up. It takes 21 days to form a new habit. I am trying to break the habit of biting my nails. Consistency is the key to building good habits. My evening routine helps me relax. Small habits lead to big changes over time. Let's do a section on describing people. Shadow. She has a very kind and welcoming smile. He is tall and has short, dark hair. She is a very hardworking and ambitious person. He has a great sense of humor and makes everyone laugh. She is very creative and loves to paint. Describing personality is just as important as appearance. Now, let's talk about solving problems. Shadow. We need to identify the root cause of the issue. Let's brainstorm some possible solutions. We should weigh the pros and cons before deciding. This problem requires a creative approach. We managed to solve the issue efficiently. Every problem has a solution if you look for it. Let's practice gratitude again, but deeper. Shadow. I am grateful for the roof over my head. I am grateful for the food on my table. I am grateful for the health of my body. I am grateful for the ability to learn and grow. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. Now imagine giving advice. Shadow. If I were you, I would take that job offer. You should try to get more sleep. It might be a good idea to talk to him directly. My advice is to stay patient and trust the process. Don't worry too much about what others think. Focus on what you can control. Let's talk about celebrations and holidays. Shadow. We are planning a big party for her birthday. I love the festive atmosphere during the holidays. We exchanged gifts and ate a delicious meal. It is a time for family and togetherness. Happy New Year! I wish you all the best. Celebrating milestones keeps us motivated. Now, let's focus on focus and distraction. Shadow. I need to turn off my notifications to concentrate. It is easy to get distracted in a noisy environment. I use a timer to stay focused on my work. Deep work requires uninterrupted time. My focus is improving with daily practice. A focused mind is a powerful tool. Let's do a section on comparison. Shadow. This book is better than the last one I read. He is the tallest player on the team. This task is more difficult than I expected. She is as smart as her brother. The weather is getting colder than yesterday. Comparison is the thief of joy, so focus on your own path. Now, let's talk about time management. Shadow. I strictly follow my schedule. I never procrastinate on important tasks. Time is our most valuable resource. I need to manage my time better to avoid stress. Being punctual shows respect for others. I make a to-do list every morning. Let's practice asking for clarification. Shadow. I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you please repeat that more slowly? What do you mean by that word? Could you give me an example? I want to make sure I understand you correctly. Never be afraid to ask questions. It shows you care. Now, let's do a section on public speaking. Shadow. I am a little nervous about giving the presentation. I need to speak loudly so everyone can hear me. I will make eye contact with the audience. I prepared some visual aids to explain my point. The applause made me feel relieved. Public speaking is a skill that improves with practice. Let's talk about regret and learning. Shadow. I wish I had started learning English sooner. I regret not traveling more when I was younger. But it is never too late to start. I learned a valuable lesson from that mistake. I focus on the present, not the past. Today is the best day to start. Now, let's describe urban life. Shadow. The city is always bustling with activity. The traffic during rush hour is terrible. I love the convenience of living downtown. The skyline looks beautiful at night. Public transportation is very efficient here. City life is fast-paced and exciting. Let's contrast that with rural life. Shadow. Life in the countryside is very peaceful. I love the fresh air and open spaces. The neighbors are very friendly and helpful. We grow our own vegetables in the garden. It is nice to escape the noise of the city. Rural life connects you to nature. Now, let's talk about fitness and exercise. Shadow. I am going to the gym to lift weights. I like to go for a run in the morning. Yoga helps me stay flexible and calm. I need to drink more water during my workout. My muscles are sore from yesterday's exercise. Staying active is important for mental health. Let's practice hypothetical situations. Shadow. If I won the lottery, I would travel the world. If I had more time, I would learn to play the piano. What would you do if you were in my shoes? If it rains, we will cancel the picnic. Using if sentences makes your English sophisticated. Now, let's talk about art and creativity. Shadow. I appreciate modern art. Drawing helps me express my emotions. Music is a universal language. Creativity is not just for artists, it is for problem solvers. I get inspired by nature and people. Everyone has a creative spark inside them. Let's do a section on volunteering and helping. Shadow. I volunteer at the local animal shelter. It feels good to give back to the community. Helping others gives my life meaning. Even a small act of kindness can change a day. We should support those who are less fortunate. Generosity comes from the heart. Now, let's discuss risk and courage. Shadow. Leaving my job was a big risk. Courage is not the absence of fear, but acting despite it. You have to step out of your comfort zone to grow. I am brave enough to chase my dreams. Taking calculated risks leads to rewards. Let's practice making reservations. Shadow. I would like to book a table for 2 for tonight. Do you have any vacancies for this weekend? I need to cancel my reservation. Can we sit by the window? What time do you close? Planning ahead ensures a smooth experience. Now, let's talk about childhood memories. Shadow. I grew up in a small town. I used to play outside until the sun went down. My grandmother told the best stories. I miss the simplicity of childhood. Those were the best days of my life. Memories are treasures we carry in our hearts. Let's do a section on conflict resolution. Shadow. Let's sit down and talk this over calmly. I don't want to argue with you. Can we find a compromise? I respect your opinion even if I disagree. Listening is the first step to resolving conflict. Peace is more important than being right. Now, let's talk about the environment. Shadow. We need to protect our planet for future generations. I try to recycle as much as I can. Climate change is a serious issue. We should reduce our plastic usage. Every small action helps the earth. I care about the world we live in. Let's practice giving directions indoors. Shadow. The bathroom is down the hall to the left. Please take the elevator to the 3rd floor. The meeting room is the 2nd door on the right. You can leave your coat in the closet. Make yourself at home. Being a good host involves clear directions. Now, let's talk about unexpected events. Shadow. My car broke down on the highway. I lost my keys and couldn't get in. The flight was delayed by 3 hours. I ran into traffic and was late. Life is full of surprises and we must adapt. Staying calm in a crisis is a superpower. Let's do a section on complaining politely. Shadow. I am afraid there is a mistake on the bill. Excuse me, but this food is cold. I am not satisfied with the service. Could I speak to the manager, please? I would like a refund. You can be firm without being rude. Now, let's talk about the future of technology. Shadow. Artificial intelligence is changing the world. Self-driving cars will be common soon. We are more connected than ever before. I am excited to see what the future holds. Technology should serve humanity, not control it. Adaptation is key to survival. Let's do a section on sleep and dreams. Shadow. I had a very strange dream last night. I woke up in the middle of the night. I need 8 hours of sleep to function. A good mattress is a good investment. Sleep is when the body heals itself. Sweet dreams. Now, let's talk about personal branding. Shadow. I want to build a reputation for reliability. First impressions are very important. I dress professionally to show respect. My actions speak louder than my words. Authenticity is the best brand. I am building a legacy. Let's practice asking for favors. Shadow, could you do me a huge favor? Would you mind helping me move this table? I would really appreciate your help. I hate to ask, but I need a ride. Thank you. I owe you one. Helping each other builds community. Now, let's talk about curiosity. Shadow, I have always wondered how that works. I am curious about different cultures. Asking questions is how we learn. Never lose your sense of wonder. The world is full of mysteries to solve. A curious mind is an active mind. Let's do a section on commitment. Shadow, I am committed to my goals. I gave my word and I will keep it. Loyalty is a rare quality. I am in this for the long run. Success requires dedication. I will not quit when things get hard. Now, let's talk about energy levels. Shadow, I feel full of energy today. I am completely exhausted. I need to drink more water to boost my energy. Negative people drain my energy. I need to recharge my batteries. Manage your energy, not just your time. Let's practice closing a conversation. Shadow, it was great catching up with you. I have to run, but let's talk soon. Have a wonderful evening. Say hello to your family for me. Take care of yourself. A polite goodbye leaves a good impression. Now, let's talk about the power of words. Shadow, words have the power to heal or hurt. I choose my words carefully. I want to speak with kindness and truth. A compliment can make someone's day. Your voice is a gift. Use it wisely. Speak clearly and the world will listen. Let's return to the learning journey. Shadow, I am not the same person I was yesterday. I am growing, evolving, and learning. English is becoming a part of my soul. I am proud of my dedication. I am building a future full of possibilities. This journey is my own, and I love it. We are reaching the end of this massive practice session. You have done something incredible today. You have spoken hundreds of sentences. You have trained your brain to think in English. You have proven that you have the discipline to succeed. I want you to close your eyes for a moment. take a deep breath. Feel the satisfaction of a job well done. You are moving forward. You are becoming fluent. You are unstoppable. Thank you for spending this time with me on English in Moments. I am Elena, and I am so proud to be your guide. If this masterclass helped you, please leave a comment, like the video, and share it with a friend who is also learning. Consistency is the key. Come back to this video whenever you need to reset your English mind. Keep practicing, keep shadowing, and keep believing in yourself. I will see you in the next lesson. Goodbye for now.